We are live, lads. Ireland nil, Bulgaria nil at full time.
We are staying up.
We are so yeah. What were your thoughts on that match? I don't know where to even start with this.
Oh, fucking terrible! Like, that was probably the worst game we've played since Georgia. Like, it was so tragic. Like everything about the game was just so bad. Like,
yeah.
Like I can't think of any positives really. Like they could have scored in the first half. They could have got 2 or 3 if they were any good. They were dog shit. They were not a good team at all. Like, and we were just so poor. Like so poor. Like we had 1 or 2 decent chances. Like especially Curtis in the second half. I don't know what he was doing. Like, ballooned it over the fucking crossbar. But I mean, like, we didn't create much. We played shit. Like, just so just negative. Like, oh, just crap. It was just crap. Like, it was just so bad to watch.
The talent that was out there just wasn't good enough. Like, even our midfield three just looks so poor. Like that's 2 Premier League players and an up and coming championship player. Like, I didn't think Knight had a good game at all until he moved to the front three. Like, he was a bit better, but
you can tell that there's a player there. Like, you can tell he's one for the future. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's a little terrier, like, in the midfield. Like, he will get around the pitch and stuff. But it wasn't his night tonight, I don't think. I think we'll get on to the substitutions and stuff like that, I presume. But I think Jack Byrne probably should have started tonight.
We're asking a lot of trying to win games with that front three, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
My overriding feeling tonight was just it's a game that just shouldn't have went ahead, and
don't bring that shout out. Like.
Totally, like, and I'd definitely still be saying it even if we won. Like, even from the start tonight, I don't think the game should have went ahead. We're missing 14 of the 26 that was named last week. For example, I'm reading here like Ukraine and Switzerland was cancelled this week, and the Norway game was also cancelled, and there's a few other games cancelled too, and especially like after our goalkeeper coach not being involved with the squad because he's concerned about his health. A mixture of like the shit luck we've had, injuries, players pulling out of the squad, and COVID cases. Even from the start tonight, the biggest thought in my mind was just, why is this game going ahead? And I think that reflected a lot in the second half performance. Ryan Manning and Robbie Brady going off. It looked like hamstring injuries. A lot of players looking leggy. A lot of players who haven't played a lot of football this year. Although we did have 2 or 3 very good chances, I thought the second half performance was painful to watch. Partly due to the players in the pitch, and partly due to I don't think this game should have been played at all.
Yeah, it is so frustrating to see a player like Brady, he hasn't been playing at all, and like a player that struggles so much with injuries and fitness, finally getting back into the squad of Burnley and then playing fucking 3 games in a row and just getting injured. Like, it's just what you think is going to happen. Like, so it's just frustrating. I think the quality just wasn't there. Like, we just lacked the players really. I think with a fit squad. We definitely could have created more against them. Like, defensively, we still look okay. I thought Darragh O'Shea was definitely our best player. I don't know. I just sent into the group there that Collins actually got man of the match. I don't know. Like, it's very sad that we're giving strikers man of the match who haven't scored. Like, do you know what I mean? He had like 1 shot. He didn't have a shot on target. He didn't have a shot on target. He was man of the match. Like, do you know what I mean? So number 9.
Yeah.
I think it must be. Sorry to interrupt. It must be a contractual thing with whoever a sponsor is. 3.
Yeah,
because it's been a few games. It's been a few games now where like the nil all against Wales was a bit painful, and I remember we drew with Georgia a few years ago, and I think it might have been James McLean got man of the match, and he was fucking devastated at the end of the game, and they were like shaking hands with some 3 executives.
Sure, with the Wales games, like James McLean fucking getting a man of the match, like a 1-0 loss, like it's just he wants to do it after that interview, how well he played or something like.
Exactly.
Would have liked to have seen Kenny potentially be a bit more adventurous with the starting lineup tonight. Maybe start a Sean Maguire instead of Ronan Curtis. Thought Ronan Curtis didn't affect the game at all.
He played poorly,
yeah. He didn't do much. But Sean Maguire gives you more in the final third. I just think because he waited till the 83, 84 minutes in to bring on
84. I thought he could have done that easily.
Well, do that at 70. Do that at 70. It wasn't working for the whole game. We weren't creating.
Even when Byrne came on, he only had 15 minutes to change something.
Exactly.
You know
I mean? I think the subs need to be made an awful lot earlier.
It's so hard to come into any game with 50 minutes to go, especially if you're playing against like Finn Harps and Shells at the weekend, and you're playing against like top talents and stuff in internationals. You have 15 minutes to get into the game. Like,
I thought if he maybe done those substitutions like 10, 15 minutes before, might have had a better chance. Like in that 15-minute period, Parrott was like a fraction offside, going 1-on-1 with the keeper. I thought Jack Byrne did okay, put 2 very good balls in, and Cyrus Christie put a great ball in as well. So the first thing popped into my mind was, is it too little, too late? Like
Cyrus the Virus.
Cyrus is
terrible. Cyrus is
shit. Like he's so shit. Like
if anyone watched our worst start next, I put Cyrus Christie in it, like, and he's still playing for us.
Don't blame you. Yeah,
very sad.
And Manning had a shocking game as well. Like I know it's his first game and he hasn't played much in QPR this season, but he had a poor game. Like,
is he a left back? I'm not sure if he's a left back.
Yeah, he is. He's a
left back. Is he?
Yeah. Is he keeper? Swansea.
Yeah,
the QPR. Or is it Swansea? Swansea. He might have moved actually. Yeah.
Did he move? Did he?
Yeah. Swansea. I don't think he's played yet this year.
Because I think he's a decent player. Like, it's not like he's a bad player. I don't think.
No, he just played. He
so maybe a bit rusty though, isn't he? If he only made one appearance this season. So.
Didn't look great.
Even I thought the tackle, he could have got sent off on a different day for that tackle.
Just rash. Like,
definitely.
I don't know. I just think we didn't create much. Like when Horahan played, he played okay. Like I think in the second half, he put 1 or 2 decent crosses in. Again, it's just like we just seem to have all these players, so many players who like you don't know what they do, like you don't know what they contribute. He doesn't bring much. Like Hendrick doesn't bring anything. I know he was on the pitch today. Like I feel like Brian Souness here with Pogba. I know he was on the pitch, but like those kind of players, they don't bring much. Like you can't say like this is what they do.
If you look at
disgrace.
If you look at Harron's performance, like on its own, he played okay. But the fact that they're playing against a team like Bulgaria, like, and he's a Premier League player, he should be bossing the game like that. Like, should be like picking up the ball and running and really giving him something to worry about. But he just didn't. Like, I can't remember a time when he really did that at all.
Brady's been playing okay in the 10, but like I think he's the only player who's kind of like bit of creativity and stuff. There's just football. There's nothing there.
Quality. You can see with even the shot he took. Like, he has a bit of quality. Like, and
exactly.
Only player provided any sort of quality throughout the game.
I think he looked leggy, like he looked tired the whole game. I'm not surprised he got injured. Like, I remember saying it in the group, like he's played like that's too many games for him in too little days. Like he's not up to the kind of player who can do that at the minute. Like
when we went to the 4-2-3-1, I think it looked like the 2 sitting midfielders, James Collins up top and the kind of attacking 3 behind him. I think just after the hour mark, I think Knight went right wing. And I think Byrne and Horahan were the 2 sitting with Brady just ahead. I thought we improved a lot after that, and popped into my mind why didn't we kind of start the game like that? Much more attacking, I suppose, than a 4-3-3. I thought we created more chances in the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I think that's because the game got more open towards the end.
We're kind of chasing it. Like at least we were going.
Chances as well. Do you know what I mean? They played with the best chance of the game. Like.
In the first half, they could have got 2 or 3. Like,
and then the quality in the second half, the ball came into the box. Your man probably should have scored. I think might have blocked it for a corner or something.
Oh, was that Duffy blocked it? Yeah, it was actually a good block. And Duffy came in a bit more. I thought Duffy was like he'd been so poor. Better tonight. Yeah, he did a bit better tonight. And after the start, anyway. But I think O'Shea was definitely our best player. Like even going forward, O'Shea looked like a best player. And he's so versatile. Like he played left
anywhere across the back 4.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah, he's
I think he'll be starting like soon enough anyway for us.
Hopefully.
He'll be huge for the World Cup campaign for sure. If we do like player ratings, so I got through each player. Darren Randolph in goal. What would you go from out of 10 for him?
Big scare.
Did he make a save?
A big scare.
Man, like honestly, he just doesn't suit because what was disguised playing under Mick and playing under Martin O'Neill is like he cannot play with his feet. Like he can't. Like he doesn't suit. And like if you're trying to play out from the back, like he just doesn't suit it. Like he
Then at the end of the day, I think not playing club football is costing him the most. Like
definitely, yeah.
It might be a little bit better, like a bit more used to it, a bit more comfortable and stuff. But yeah, he doesn't look like he's very that.
Well, he did it twice. Like after he almost fucked it, like he lost the
turn, like
yeah.
He did that the other
did that twice, like,
and he gave away that goal against Finland as well, which is so unnecessary.
Yeah, it's been 2 or 3
as well.
times I can remember that he's got. I suppose you could say he's very lucky, or like he did well to get out of the situation. But yeah, kind of heart in the mouth stuff when 0-0 with Bulgaria and he's kind of flicking balls in the 6-yard box.
Yeah. Didn't do a whole lot wrong other than that. Like So I don't know what.
So 6 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 6.5 or something. It's hard to rate a keeper in a game like that.
5, like.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Had a shot, like.
Didn't do anything really, but like.
Yeah, potentially man of the match, Darragh O'Shea. What would you go with?
It depends what we're rating him against. Like,
so like 7.5.
7's pretty fair.
He played well. Like.
I don't like. Yeah, 7.5 for me.
Yeah, so same. Because you don't want to give him like anything less, but
because you think about it, like an 8.5 or a 9 is like a game changing performance, but like
exactly.
It wasn't.
Yeah, fair. Duffy.
Yeah.
Probably.
Actually, to be very with the block, it was a good block when they had that chance.
Yeah, I think the form he's in at the moment, like if he misplaces one bad pass, a lot of people can like it's more obvious when he's in bad form when he makes a bad pass. I think he started kind of slowly, missed a great header in the first half, but kind of grew into the game more. And people forget like the amount of blocks and headers he makes. So yeah, 6.5.
Yeah, pretty fair enough.
Kevin Long.
Is it the same? Like he was
similar to
like, I thought the yellow card was so strange. I don't really know what he did wrong there. Like it looked like he just kind of went in for a header or something. But especially so early on in the game, like I didn't surprise the ref gave me yellow. But yeah, I don't think he did a whole lot wrong. Kicked a few passes out, like trying to play long passes over the top, which
he's not that type of player. He's not.
It's the same. The same with Duffy as well. They're not ball playing defenders.
Yeah, like so, like that's probably the only thing that would kind of keep him down in my books. Like in that rate.
Fair. Yeah, because he's a Premier League defender as well. So like, he's one that maybe we could look. Like he probably could be useful in the World Cup campaign, depending on what kind of situation we have. Ryan Manning.
5.
So 4, like.
4. Me too. 4.5.
Yeah,
I think he gave the ball away. He could have got sent off for the challenge. It was like.
Yeah, maybe 4. Probably
4. Like he didn't play well. Like.
Yeah. Conor Hourihane kind of playing a little bit deeper, maybe not his natural position.
What is his natural position though?
Yeah,
like, you know,
on the bench.
That's the thing. Like,
I think 5 bang in the
tell you, like
he didn't really do it, and like, do you know what I mean? Like his corners weren't great or anything like that.
It's just the same, man. Every single time watching for Ireland, like, what's he like? What's he? You never think, oh Jesus, Conor Hourihane, he had a great game. Like, like you don't hear that. Like, do you know? Same with fucking Hendrick. Fucking Jeff Hendrick. Like.
It is nice to have someone that kind of comes a bit deeper and picks up the ball in the centre half and plays like a little 5-yard pass or something, but it just doesn't, like, when he's playing against a team like that, you think he'd be doing a bit more, like, because they were really bad.
Tig made a good point. Like, I was kind of saying I didn't think he played too badly, but Tig made a good point. Like, he's a Premier League player playing against Bulgaria, and not once did he get the ball and drive forward and make something happen, which we badly needed tonight.
Because he is a player he has quality, like there's no doubt about it. I don't think anyway, and he just doesn't seem to like take a chance or take a risk or anything like with his play. Like I don't know. I think
even the crosses he put in, he was sitting back and then just swinging them. Do you know what I mean? Like
very safe. Like
not taking on players or anything. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Jason Knight. Don't be too harsh on him. I don't want to be too harsh on him because
you can't be like that though. That's what I was saying.
I know.
Like, even if they're young and stuff, you're gonna have to rate them. I suppose, given like he's young and it was his first start in a competitive game and stuff, probably maybe 5.5.
Yeah,
I'd say 5.5 or 6. Like I think he played better towards the end when he was a bit more forward. Like
a little bit of
energy. He did. To be fair, he didn't stop running. Like you're still chasing down in like the 90th minute and stuff. But like again, it's just the whole midfield's a bit lifeless. Like you know.
Sorry, connected there. I don't know what happened.
Robbie Brady.
6.5, maybe 6.
If the shot goes in, it's an 8. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he played okay. Like,
Yeah, a few good deliveries, some free kicks and stuff. I thought as well.
Of the 3 games, I think it was his worst one. I'd say it's 6 maybe. If the shot was good, snapshot like.
It's always a threat from set pieces. Like
it's the fine margin. Like if the shot was like a foot lower, would have went in. It was a great effort, and our biggest threat from set pieces. Put a few good balls in tonight, but no kind of spark. Probably our player you expect, like a spark from. There was nothing like that tonight.
Yeah. Daryl Horgan.
6.5 again.
Yeah, little bits and pieces. I thought, like the ball in for Collins in the first half was good. I thought
put himself about a bit.
Yeah,
he did. He put a good ball in for Collins. Yeah, he looked nicky, like, you know.
Yeah, he takes someone on and stuff. So I think he could be potentially a good player. Like I kind of didn't. I don't know. I'd always liked him at Dundalk and stuff, and then he kind of died off a little bit of Hibs and stuff like that. And then he's obviously with Wickham now. He'll probably get relegated in the Championship. So. But he's actually, because I was a bit very uninspired when I saw him in the squad and stuff. But he's impressed me a little bit throughout the whole.
He's trying to do something in most games, like trying to go at defense, whipping cross and stuff. So yeah, probably around a 6 or something, 6.5.
Yeah,
potentially just missing the ball and stuff like.
Yeah.
Potentially the worst player in the Ireland side tonight, in my opinion. Ronan Curtis, the miss just topped it all off. I thought as well.
I don't think it was the worst. I don't know, but like
they were all pretty shit. Like
the miss just kind of ruined it. Like he, absolutely goal chance. Like you just have to be putting them away. Like
you have to score that. Like you have to score.
Absolutely, at least hit the fucking target. Like
Jason Knight very good for that as well. Actually, Jason Knight was really nice timed pass into him, like perfectly weighted.
Really good pass,
really good ball in.
Like if that was for Portsmouth, he definitely would have scored that. Like.
Yeah, it's League One. He's trying more time on the ball, and so I don't know. It's just
centre half, like who do they play for?
International football can be different.
Some of them probably do play for like the likes of Ludogorets and stuff. Play Champions League, Europa League, and stuff. Maybe they are probably maybe we are a bit harsh on Bulgarian players and stuff, but they looked very poor going forward. A lot, like also
great. Yeah. I don't know. And then the person who was awarded man of the match on Sky or whatever, or 3 or whatever, was James Collins, wasn't it?
Yeah, couldn't have done much more. Like held the ball up well, had a few good passes, missed a good header chance in the first half. And
probably scored.
Should have hit the target.
That's his bread and butter though, like winning headers and scoring. Like he didn't put any headers on target even. Like
the ball just seemed a bit too much on the ball, and there was a good chance in the second half. He did really well to like wrap his foot around it. It was just wide the post. But other than that, put himself about. Couldn't have done much more. Done what he was asked. Came off, I think, 75-80 minutes in.
I think he was really good at winning fouls and stuff like that, which is like it helps moving forward and stuff when you need to like get out from when you're defending and stuff. But other than that, I don't think it's that great. I'll give him another 6 or 6.5 or something.
Yeah,
and then the final, 6 is probably 6 is probably fair. Yeah, the final rating then for Stephen Kenny tonight.
Probably a 5. That substitution should have been made earlier. Like, there's no point making subs. Like 3 subs with 5 minutes to go. Like, like it's going to take a few minutes for you to find your feet when you come on. Like, even when Jack Byrne came on the 77th minute, I think like it's not long enough. Like, and he's done that before in previous games as well, where he's brought on players with like barely any time left. Like, I feel like it's almost like it's a fucking token. Like, just for sending players on for the sake of it. Like, So I don't know. The team selection was probably, I mean, given the circumstances, probably, I mean, you can't expect a whole lot more. Maybe we could have not started Ronan Curtis. That was probably start Jack Byrne. I would have started Jack Byrne.
I would have liked to see Jack Byrne start on the wing, or he likes playing Jason Knight in the wing, so maybe start him there. But I think Byrne actually would have been all right in the wing. Like,
I think Sean Maguire, I know he hasn't delivered for Ireland, but I think someone like him, I know he has that pace. I think he could offer the difference.
To be honest.
And against Bulgaria, last time we played them, he scored a cracker as well. So, like, I just think it could have been a night for him tonight just to get on from the start. I think his pacing behind gives us something different as well. We just looked so pedestrian the whole time, I thought.
I mean, in reality, like, the players that we had there aren't great. Like,
Sean Maguire plays
no matter what
team for the playoffs in the Championship, and Ronan Curtis plays for team challenging for the playoffs in League One. So I just thought,
yeah,
so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I think like all in all, like bar, I'm open to correction here. Bar Duffy and Randolph, like all of our players were second, if not third choice. With all the absentees,
Brady maybe not.
Brady too. I think like
say Horan as well.
Yeah, with the 4 out of 11. I think Stephen Kenny's done his best during circumstances. I'd probably agree with you there, Griff, about the substitutions. Could have done them way earlier. But I think all in all, Kenny and ourselves and the team would just be glad to put 2020 behind us and look forward to March, where we will be third seeds. So probably not much to look forward to.
He hasn't got a look at all, like Kenny.
No.
So with a better team where you'd imagine, and even the Slovakia game, like there's 1 or 2 players missing there that like definitely could have changed the game, and it's just frustrating. Yeah, but I'm the same as you. I'm just kind of sick of it. I mean, even after the last one, I just kind of wanted the Nations League to be over. I said I would have probably just taken a draw if I didn't have to watch it. Like,
we stayed up as well. So it's fantastic. It's good.
They're staying up.
Yeah. We have loads of comments coming in, so I'll have a look through a few of them. Stephen Kenny can't put the ball in the back of the net. At the end of the day, the players have to do it.
Yeah, dead right. That sums it up really. The front three aren't good enough. Like, but the thing is, the internationals are playing against. Like, surely championship footballers can be scoring goals against Bulgaria and stuff. But
they were shit. Like, Bulgaria were shit. Like, there was. Like,
I wouldn't like.
They were.
They were on the ball. They had 3 big chances. They missed an open goal, for God's sake. Like,
that was due to our. Well, I think it was as much as they're doing as our like I was playing badly. Like, I just thought, like, in defense they didn't look particularly good. There was the gaps there. The gaps were there to be exposed. Like, it just seemed like there was a few chances where if the ball was moved quicker forward by the midfield and like a decent, like, quality ball through, there was definitely chances there for us. Like,
for sure.
I think there's not much. There wasn't much in it between us tonight. I thought they were as good as we were. Like,
nearly, yeah.
That's the level we're at, I suppose.
Yeah, which is sad.
Given all the circumstances.
Players missing, I suppose it's different, but like, yeah.
Someone said Cyrus was awful. I agree with you. The FAI goal of the year competition should be interesting. How many goals have we scored this year? Can't be that many.
1.
Did we play
one, is it?
1 competitive.
We played New Zealand this year, yeah, didn't we? That's what someone said in the company.
Fucking hell, it's tragic. Like,
but yeah,
we haven't won all year, have we? I don't think we've won a competitive game all year anyway.
No, I don't think we've won this calendar year now.
Yeah, in a while.
That's a kind of skewed stat. Like, it's a shit stat on the face of it, but like there was no football for 6 months. Like,
it's 10 hours without scoring now. No matter how you look at it, it's shit. Like,
no matter how you slice it.
To be fair, like.
And Ronan Curtis sliced it over the bar tonight. It was nice to have a break from fucking Jeff tonight.
Don't say his name. Don't speak about him.
You know what? I think we missed Jeff Hendrick tonight. I think we missed Jeff.
At least no one took a shot from 45 yards out. Like,
creating chances. Morgan, Curtis, and O'Shea look good. I didn't think Curtis looked good tonight.
I didn't think he was as bad as you're making him out to be. I think you remember him for the chance more than anything, but yeah, he should have scored.
I remember in the first half, he got the ball and he lost in the middle of the park and stuff. He just looks so pedestrian on the ball and very slow and not up to the pace of international football at all. I remember seeing him in a friendly before he came on and he looked terrible as well.
Yeah, I think the chance to be created as well, like Frank Horgan and Curtis, because we were definitely like just lobbing a load of crosses in, especially like just hoping for the best. I don't think we had anything in the midfield really that was creating chances, but I think Horgan did okay, yeah, given the circumstances.
I think Curtis must have known I had him to score my bet or something because he was fucking dire.
Pointing out that New Zealand game was 2019. This day last year actually was Ireland 1, Denmark 1. And what's that? 8 games this year under Stephen Kenny in 2020.
Lovely
shit.
Soccer, you'll like this one. Stephen Thornton says, playing nice football with a struggling side won't get us goals. I really think we fucked up getting rid of Mick, but this is it. Tig, you might have a little bit of not maybe agree with him a small bit, do you, potentially? I know you'd said something about.
No, I just think that we shouldn't have. Kenny shouldn't have come in before the Slovakia game. Like, should have been extended and he should have started the Nations League. But no, I don't think it makes a difference. That Mick was not like doing it for us either. Like, do you know what I mean? We weren't scoring goals under him either by any stretch. Like, the players aren't there. It's not maybe you could argue that like a different style of play with these kind of players. Like, maybe you should have changed it up tonight with the players that were available. Like, we didn't have kind of the ball playing players, but at the end of the day, we had 2 Premier League midfielders. Like, so we should be well able to play football like against a poor team.
Yeah,
definitely. Any other player in that position, and it goes anyone but Ronan Curtis.
Does it mean goes in?
Must be goes in, yeah. We have a few things. We have a few people getting in touch on Instagram as well. Kenny is picking players based off club status, not form.
I'd agree with that to a certain extent. Like, especially with Jeff Hendrick and like, just like
him, like he plays, and no matter what he plays every week, like it's like Howard plays for Aston Villa, but he's not playing really anymore, is he? Like, he hasn't been great for us, really. I don't know.
Yeah.
You wonder what some people have to do to get into the team.
Yeah, no, I definitely say that as well. Like, I don't know. It seems like there's definitely like a bias from Kenny as well to certain players. Like, obviously, I know he's coming up to the under-21s, but like, so he's kind of relying. He knows like players well, but even like Adam Ede and stuff starting the other day. Like, even like, I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing that he started the other game, but I mean, he didn't play particularly well when he came on. He hasn't got much games for Norwich at the moment. Like, I mean, probably just like he probably wasn't cut out, or he's not cut out at the moment for international football.
Possibly, I'm just not sure like who else you'd put in so that like Maguire, Horgan,
James
still goalless.
Like, James Cummings doesn't really bring a whole lot either. Like, so I don't know. But yeah,
I think Cummings probably more ready for international football than I'd say.
Potentially, yeah.
Possibly. It's a good point.
Well, yeah, he's got more Premier League experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hooperman03 says the lack of even giving Jack a go is disgraceful. Why are the attacking changes not made earlier? We kind of touched on that already. Someone said it's shite, Kenny out. What would Mick McCarthy have done differently? Nothing. We can't get any worse.
That's what I would agree with.
It's the thing as well. Like, people are very like, we've only won 5. We've beaten like 5 teams competitively since 2017, and it's been like Gibraltar twice, Moldova, Wales. I forget who the other teams were, but they were shit. Like we haven't been good for a long time. This is just like realizing it now. Like, you know.
Yeah, most people who would argue for it, like making stuff like want us to be like better defensively and stuff, but we're not conceding goals. Like we conceded one against Wales and one against Finland, but like by 2 mistakes. Like, well, one mistake and then just maybe not getting our lines clear.
I'd love to see the like back 3 or back 5 have been given a chance at some stage.
I would like to see that.
I suppose he hasn't had an opportunity.
Even get 2 up top then as well.
I suppose he hasn't had an opportunity to really go with his preferred back 3 or back 5. I don't think Coleman's been available for Kenny so far. Doherty.
It's a very friendly. He had Doherty and.
I didn't pick him. Yeah, that was.
I think that's kind of my worry about Kenny. My big worry about him is that, like, with international management, it's not the same. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't buy players to fit your system. Like, you have what you have, and you have to play to what you have, like, available to you. So maybe a back 5 might have been the better option. I always said that I would like to see it, but he has a system and he wants to make it work. Like, in reality, like, the only player that we have that kind of has the quality to play like in the 10 at the minute is Robbie Brady, and he's not getting game time for his own club. Like, so
is the World Cup campaign, the qualifying campaign for the World Cup, make or break for Kenny? Do you think? Like, does he have to put a good show on it?
It's the same for every manager, I think, really, for Ireland at this rate. Like, like any kind of like if the first 2 or 3 games don't go his way, then I think
the group as well.
If we draw Bulgaria at home in the World Cup campaign, like your qualifying campaign,
you could end up with like I don't know who's in pot 2, but I imagine there's like a team. There's always like one team like Portugal or something like that in there. Like, so we could end up with like a.
Probably get Denmark and Wales or something.
Oh, genuinely will. Like,
so like, if we end up with like a tough group and we actually do well and like make a good account of ourselves, maybe not. But if it's a qualifiable group and he doesn't do well, then you have to kind of possibly consider moving on, and it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, totally agree. it's kind of the thing about international management. Like, kind of a lot of it depends on the group you get. I think if we get same as Ty. If we get a tough group and give a good account of ourselves, possibly you'd extend it. But yeah, the first two or three games in March are really important.
Yeah, it's a question of who's the alternatives are, because if you don't qualify for the World Cup, sack Kenny and bring in another Mick, then what was the point in trying it in the first place?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
You might as well just stick with it the whole time. So it depends on what way you kind of look at it. But I suppose we'll just stick to tonight, lads. What would the final word be on tonight's game?
Shit. Just grim. Like, but to be fair, the energy, like when we did this like preview on like Monday, it was the same energy. It was like, oh, just couldn't be arsed. Like, and then after watching that, like, it just drains you, man. It just drains you. Like,
we don't have a game till March now, is it as well?
Yeah.
Thank God. Like,
March. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Like, we've been shit all year. Like,
I just really wanted to end on a positive note, and he just was the opposite of that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
if Brady's goal goes in,
just
a little bit of encouragement, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
fine margin.
Curtis or Brady, chances like one of just bears one of them would have like been a different mood completely. But
yeah, obviously we're missing players.
There's a funny tweet I saw there, and someone said, I think it's 100 something days until Ireland's next game. Like, enjoy every minute of it. But yeah, all in all, like, Kenny's had absolutely shit luck in the past 8 games. Some questions about substitutions and team selections, but I have no doubt like him and the team have done their best. People forget it's extraordinary circumstances we've been living in, and I think all in all, just be happy to put this year behind us, and just look forward to March.
Yeah, look forward might be strong, but yeah,
look forward to dreading March. Like,
I look forward to
March,
draw and stuff. Fresh teams, hopefully, rather than Wales and Denmark and the likes again.
Yeah, could be ours.
Hopefully we'll get an away day.
Travel to the games and stuff.
Yeah, hopefully
get a few away trips possibly.
A draw December 7th, and I suppose there'll be 2 games in March. So yeah, hopefully we'll get an away day. We'll be allowed.
Yeah, after watching Ireland tonight, like the first thing I want to do is fork out like, you know, hundreds of euro to go watch them in fucking Tbilisi or some shithole out in Eastern Europe, drawing it all. Like, that's the first thing I want to do anyway. Like, can't wait, buzz for it. Like.
Anyway, lads, thanks for joining me tonight after a disappointing enough evening. But sure, look, we'll keep the faith, and
we're staying up.
We are staying up. Yeah, we are staying up. We are staying up at the end of the day. So. I suppose that's the best positive you can take from the night, but
2 draws,
all in all, disappointing. I suppose we are I think we're only like 10 subscribers away from 2K, guys. So do really appreciate it if you subscribe. I think we're going to start some Mexico now. But do drop a like on the stream, guys. Do appreciate all your support, and yeah, thanks for watching.